Donald Trump is back in the White House. Buckle up, big tech, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. His new cabinet picks are sending shockwaves through Silicon Valley. Some are whispering about a tech crackdown. Others are predicting a deregulation free-for-all. One thing's for sure, things are about to get interesting. Remember when Trump tweeted about Amazon being a monopoly? Yeah, those were the good old days. Now imagine that energy, but with a cabinet full of people who actually know how to write legislation. Trump's return has sparked a flurry of speculation about the future of tech regulation. Will he try to break up big tech? Will he go after Section 230? Or will he side with the tech billionaires who helped fund his campaign? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, the stakes are high. The decisions made in the next 4 years will have a profound impact on the tech industry and the lives of everyday Americans who rely on it. Section 230. It sounds like a boring section of the tax code, but it's actually the law that protects big tech from lawsuits over user-generated content. Think of it as a legal shield that allows Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to exist without being sued into oblivion. But now, Section 230 is under attack from both sides of the aisle. Democrats say it lets big tech off the hook for spreading misinformation. Republicans claim it allows for censorship of conservative voices. Trump himself has called for it to be revoked. But what would happen if Section 230 were actually repealed? Some experts predict chaos. Without legal protection, social media companies could be forced to censor even more content to avoid lawsuits. Others say it would usher in a new era of free speech online where all voices can be heard. Either way, one thing is clear. Section 230 is a ticking time bomb, and it's only a matter of time before it explodes. Remember when everyone was obsessed with TikTok? Well, those dance challenges might have seemed harmless, but they were also a national security threat. At least that's what some people in Washington believe. They argue that TikTok, which is owned by a Chinese company, could be sharing user data with the Chinese government. And they're not just worried about your dance moves. They're concerned about everything from your personal information to your location data. Trump has already tried to ban TikTok once, and he might try again. But even if TikTok survives, the national security debate is far from over. The U.S. government is increasingly concerned about the influence of Chinese tech companies, and they're looking for ways to crack down. That could mean stricter regulations, outright bans, or even a full-blown tech Cold War. So next time you're scrolling through TikTok, remember, you're not just watching dance videos. You're witnessing the future of global conflict. To regulate or not to regulate, that is the other question, this time about avocado toast. So is Trump going to unleash the full force of the federal government on big tech, or will he let Silicon Valley run wild? The answer, as with most things Trump, is complicated. On the one hand, he's appointed people to his cabinet who have called for stricter regulation of tech companies. These folks are worried about everything from antitrust violations to privacy concerns. They want to see big tech broken up, regulated, and held accountable. On the other hand, Trump is also a big fan of deregulation. He likes to see businesses thrive, and he believes that too much government interference stifles innovation. Plus, he's got some tech billionaires in his ear who are whispering sweet nothings about the wonders of a free market. So, will it be regulation or deregulation? It's anyone's guess. Maybe Trump will flip a coin, maybe he'll consult with his Twitter followers, or maybe, just maybe, he'll surprise us all. Tech billionaires, they're not just like us, except when it comes to avoiding taxes. Let's be honest, tech billionaires are a different breed. They live in a world of private jets, mega mansions, and spaceships that go to Mars. They're not worried about making rent or paying for healthcare. They're worried about colonizing the moon and achieving immortality. But here's the thing, these tech titans also have the ear of the most powerful man in the world, and they're not afraid to use their influence to shape policy in their favor. Some tech billionaires are pushing for deregulation, arguing that it will unleash innovation and create jobs. Others are lobbying for tax breaks, claiming that it will boost the economy. And then there are those who are just trying to stay one step ahead of the regulators, using their vast wealth to influence lawmakers and shape public opinion. Love them or hate them, tech billionaires are a force to be reckoned with. They're shaping the future of technology, the economy, and maybe even democracy itself. And they're doing it all while wearing hoodies and sneakers.